It's official. The NFL just witnessed what insiders are calling the most explosive quarterback move in modern football history. We're not talking about your typical trade rumors or off-season speculation. This is nuclear-level chaos that has executives, players, and entire franchises scrambling like their lives depend on it. Tua out, Shedeur in. A headline so surreal it sounds like fiction, yet multiple league sources confirm this is the very real scenario devastating the football world right now. The Miami Dolphins, humiliated after their season-opening collapse, have quietly detonated what could be the most unprecedented quarterback acquisition in NFL history. Nobody knew what to make of it when the first whispers started circulating. But now, jaws are on the floor. We're talking about a rookie quarterback, barely months into his professional career, becoming the centerpiece of a trade that could catastrophically reshape the entire league structure. The trigger came under the unforgiving glare of primetime lights. Millions watching, billions in brand reputation on the line, and Tua crumbled. What followed wasn't just damage control, it was a declaration of war on the AFC power structure. And if sources are right, this story is about to get exponentially more explosive. Let's rewind a bit to understand how we got to this earth-shattering moment. The Miami Dolphins weren't supposed to be in crisis mode. They'd just locked Tua Tagovailoa into a massive $212 million contract extension with $167 million guaranteed. This was their franchise quarterback, their future, their golden ticket to AFC dominance. But then came that devastating primetime performance against the Colts. 2 brutal interceptions, a fumble that had fans covering their eyes, and the kind of meltdown that doesn't just cost you a game. It obliterates belief systems. Sources close to the organization describe the aftermath as nothing short of apocalyptic. Within hours of that disaster, insiders whisper that owner Stephen Ross summoned his most trusted lieutenants to a secure conference room. Cell phones confiscated, security posted at the door. The directive was blunt and chilling. Find us a quarterback who can save this franchise. Find us Shedeur Sanders. This wasn't idle speculation. Executives reportedly spent the night combing through Sanders' highlights, mesmerized by his poise, his cannon arm, and his undeniable charisma. According to one insider present, Ross sat transfixed watching Sanders dodge defenders in a Browns uniform, muttering only 2 words, "That's different." Meanwhile, in Cleveland, the Browns thought they had time. They believed they could carefully groom Sanders into the face of their future, develop him slowly, and protect their generational investment. They were wrong. What they didn't anticipate was another franchise preparing to rip him out of their hands with an offer so outrageous it would reset the entire quarterback market. Word on the street suggests Miami didn't just want improvement, they wanted a revolution. They wanted the most marketable rookie in football, a quarterback whose very name electrifies social media, sells jerseys, and rewrites narratives. Sources familiar with the situation claim the Dolphins immediately began back-channel communications with Sanders' representation, carefully orchestrated to avoid tampering alarms. The ripple effects were instant and devastating. Cleveland was blindsided, rivals panicked, and the NFL's competition committee was reportedly on edge. But one truth had already taken root. This isn't just about a trade. This is about power, legacy, and empire. But here's where it gets even more explosive. Inside sources reveal that Miami's pursuit isn't just about football. It's about unleashing a commercial juggernaut that could generate 9-figure revenue within 2 years. People familiar with the Dolphins' marketing department project that Sanders could trigger a seismic shift in franchise valuation through combined ticket sales, sponsorship activations, and international brand campaigns. We're talking about unprecedented numbers for a rookie quarterback. Corporate partners have already begun jockeying for position, like sharks sensing blood in the water. Sneaker companies are envisioning Shedeur-branded lines infused with Miami's color palette. Beverage giants are allegedly exploring prime South Beach collaborations, tapping into the Sanders family's established cultural reach. Tech firms and streaming platforms are said to be in quiet discussions with the Dolphins, pitching content deals centered on Sanders' dual identity as quarterback and cultural influencer. This is bigger than football, one marketing executive admitted to insiders. This is the future of athlete-driven media. Television networks haven't missed the explosive potential either. Sources claim broadcast partners have flagged Dolphins games for potential flex scheduling, eager to spotlight Sanders in as many primetime slots as possible. One network executive allegedly told colleagues, "If he's in Miami, every game feels like an event." Then came the nuclear moment. Behind the scenes, the true architect of this earth-shattering move began to emerge. Deion Sanders. Primetime himself, the Hall of Fame father, whose fingerprints can be traced across every quiet channel connecting Miami's front office to this unprecedented pursuit. Insiders insist it's Deion's influence that could tilt the balance of power. His connections run deep, from Jerry Jones in Dallas to Stephen Ross in Miami. Sources close to the family describe late-night conversations where Prime frames Miami not simply as a football opportunity, but as a cultural launchpad. This isn't just about playing, one associate revealed. It's about building a legacy that stretches beyond the field. Cleveland, sensing Deion's shadow looming over their franchise player, is reportedly in full panic mode. One Browns staffer said it bluntly. When Prime's in the mix, you're not negotiating with one man, you're negotiating with an empire. If you're loving this explosive breakdown of the NFL's biggest story, smash that hype button right now. This is the kind of insider access that changes how you see the game forever. And trust me, what's coming next will absolutely blow your mind. But that's not even the most shocking part. What's happening behind closed doors is absolutely devastating for everyone involved. Sources familiar with the negotiations reveal that Miami isn't just making an offer. They're preparing compensation frameworks that would reset the quarterback trade market for years. We're talking about multiple first-round picks, established veterans, and incentives stacked sky high. No package is too steep. Word from inside the organization suggests Ross muttered, "If Sanders changes everything, then there is no price." The Dolphins aren't measuring risk versus reward anymore. They're measuring empire versus extinction. Meanwhile, Cleveland's front office is fracturing in real time. Insiders describe a building where football purists cling to Sanders while the business wing grows more tempted by Miami's record-setting return package with each passing hour. Head coach Kevin Stefanski arrived at the facility to find staffers nervously exchanging glances, phones buzzing with calls from reporters asking if Miami's interest was real. "It felt like somebody dropped a grenade into the office," one staffer reportedly said. But the most explosive revelation involves the locker rooms themselves. Multiple insiders confirmed that Miami's skill players are buzzing with anticipation. Tyreek Hill was reportedly among the first to ask teammates whether the rumors were true. "If we're bringing in Shedeur, then this whole offense is about to look different," he allegedly told the team. In Cleveland, the mood is drastically different. Sanders' teammates suddenly found themselves wondering if the Browns viewed their generational talent as expendable. "We don't know if we're protecting the future or just keeping him healthy for Miami," a defensive starter admitted privately. Sources close to rival teams describe 5 alarm fire meetings across the AFC. The Buffalo Bills convened an unscheduled film session just hours after reports leaked, with defensive coordinator Sean McDermott reportedly muttering, "This is not Tua. This is a nightmare if it's real." The fear is obvious. Miami, already loaded with speed in Hill and Jalen Waddle, could become unstoppable if paired with a quarterback who can extend plays and hit deep strikes with confidence. "It shifts the division overnight," one Jets executive confessed. "If he comes here, we're playing for second place." That's not speculation anymore. That's the new reality the NFL is bracing for. This isn't just about a trade anymore. What we're witnessing is the potential complete destruction of the NFL's carefully balanced system of parity. The rookie wage scale, installed to protect franchises from reckless overspending, was never designed for this. A first-year quarterback being dangled in blockbuster trade talks. Sources close to the league office reveal that Commissioner Roger Goodell was briefed directly, not by choice, but because executives warned him the optics could explode beyond his control. League investigators are quietly monitoring communications, tracking potential tampering violations, and watching for back-channel activity. The atmosphere is tense, as if Goodell himself knows that acknowledging the chaos could legitimize it. Small market owners reportedly demand swift action, fearing a precedent where deep-pocketed franchises could raid rookie contracts at will. "If this goes through, nobody's safe," one AFC executive allegedly snapped. But influential power brokers, billionaires who recognize Sanders as both a generational talent and a marketing goldmine, are urging the league to stand down. Their message is blunt: don't block this. The league needs stars. The ripple effects are already devastating. Corporate sponsors are repositioning their entire strategies around the possibility of Sanders in Miami. Broadcast networks are preparing flex scheduling scenarios. International markets are salivating at the prospect of primetime sun lighting up South Beach. What's most terrifying is how this could fundamentally alter the relationship between talent and franchises. If a rookie quarterback can force his way out through sheer marketability and family influence, what's to stop other generational talents from following suit? Industry insiders are already whispering about a domino effect. Young quarterbacks with powerful representation could start leveraging their brands against small market teams. The entire draft system could become meaningless if players can simply refuse to honor their rookie contracts. This is bigger than football, one league executive admitted. This is about whether billionaire owners can still control their own rosters. The cultural implications are equally staggering. Sanders represents a new breed of athlete, one who arrives with pre-built empires, social media followings, and family legacies that transcend traditional team loyalty. His potential move to Miami wouldn't just be a trade, it would be a seismic shift in how the NFL operates. The silence from other celebrities and athletes speaks volumes. Everyone's watching to see if the league will bow to star power or maintain its iron grip on player movement. The phones are still ringing, executives are still meeting, deals are still being drafted in secrecy. And one truth echoes louder than the rest. When the announcement finally breaks, it won't just be a trade. It will be the moment the NFL changes forever. Sources close to the situation suggest we're hours, not days, away from a resolution. Miami's war room is operating like they've already won. Cleveland's ownership is reportedly split between football logic and business temptation. And Sanders himself remains ice cold, training like nothing is happening while his father whispers guidance from the shadows. What happens next will determine whether the NFL remains a league of competitive balance or transforms into a star-driven entertainment empire where marketability trumps everything else. The stakes couldn't be higher. If this trade goes through, every rookie contract becomes negotiable. Every small market team becomes vulnerable. Every billionaire owner gains unprecedented power to reshape rosters at will. This story is far from over. The nuclear fallout is just beginning, and when the dust settles, the NFL landscape may be unrecognizable. Stay locked in, because what's coming next will absolutely shatter everything you thought you knew about professional football.